Angelina Jolie and the Skin Beneath the Floor. Part 1. Something is lying under her. Angelina Jolie first noticed it at night. Not a sound. A feeling. 1. She woke at 2:36 a.m. with the certainty that something beneath her bed was awake. Not moving. Not breathing loudly. Just aware. The apartment was dark, silent except for the faint hum of the city outside. Angelina lay still. Eyes open, heart slow but heavy, like it was being listened to. She didn't look down. She already knew the floor was wrong. 2. The sensation wasn't fear at first. It was recognition. The feeling you get when someone is standing too close behind you, but there was no breath on her neck, no sound of fabric shifting. Just presence. Below. 3. Angelina swung her legs off the bed and stood barefoot on the floor. The tiles were warm. Not from heating, from contact. She froze. The warmth spread slowly, like a body adjusting its weight beneath her feet. 4. She stepped back onto the rug. The tile cooled instantly. Too fast. As if something had pulled away. 5. Angelina crouched and pressed her palm flat against the floor. It felt wrong. Not soft, but not fully solid either. Like skin stretched tightly over muscle. 6. She yanked her hand back. Her palm tingled. Not numb. Remembered. 7. You're tired, she whispered. The apartment didn't answer. But something beneath the floor shifted. Just slightly. A subtle movement that traveled across multiple tiles. Slow, heavy, deliberate. Like a body turning over in sleep. 8. Angelina backed toward the wall, breath shallow. Then she heard it. Breathing. Not above, not behind. From inside the floor. Vet. Measured. Too close. 9. She pressed her ear to the tile. The sound grew clearer. A slow inhale. A slow exhale. And then, a voice. Muffled. Patient. I wore you once. Angelina recoiled, heart slamming. That's not possible, she said aloud. Her voice trembled despite her effort to control it. The breathing continued. Then fingernails scraped softly from beneath the tile. Testing. Mapping. 11. You fit better than the last one, the voice whispered. The tile beneath her feet pulsed once. A gentle pressure, like a heartbeat. 12. Angelina stumbled back and grabbed her phone. No signal. No bars. The screen flickered as if struggling to stay awake. She dropped it. The phone landed on the floor. And didn't bounce. 13. It stuck, as if pressed gently into something yielding. Angelina watched in horror as the phone slowly sank halfway into the tile before stopping. Held. Cradled. 14. She screamed and ran for the door. The apartment lights flickered violently. Not failing. Responding. 15. The voice rose again, closer now. Not louder. Nearer. You don't remember, it said. But your body does. 16. Angelina's feet burned. The warmth returned beneath her soles, spreading upward, climbing her legs like something learning her shape. The tiles softened further. She felt them give slightly under her weight. 17. No, she whispered. I'm not staying. The breathing grew excited. Faster. Anticipatory. You always say that, the voice replied. Before you lie down. 18. The floor shifted again. This time, the movement followed her. Tracking. Positioning itself directly beneath her body. 19. Angelina reached the door and yanked it open. The hallway outside looked normal. Cold. Solid. Safe. She stepped forward and felt hands wrap gently around her ankles. From below. Through the floor. 20. Not pulling. Holding. Learning. The voice whispered one last thing before the lights went out. Don't worry. I'll wear you gently. Part 2. The House That Remembers Bodies. Angelina did not fall. That was the second mistake. 1. She stood frozen in the doorway, 1 foot in the hallway, 1 foot still inside the apartment. The hands around her ankles were not solid. They were impressions, pressure without grip, shape without weight. Like something remembering how hands should feel. They didn't pull her back. They waited.
2.
Angelina lifted her foot slowly. The pressure followed. Lifted with her. Maintained contact. The warmth clung to her skin like damp air. She yanked her leg free and stumbled into the hallway. The moment both feet left the apartment floor, the hands vanished. 3. The apartment door slammed shut on its own. Not violently, decisively. The sound echoed down the hallway like a verdict. Angelina slid down the wall, gasping, like shaking so badly she could barely keep them under her. 4. The hallway tiles were cold.
Hard.
Unforgiving. She pressed her palms to them desperately, grounding herself in their certainty.
Solid.
Normal. Safe.
For now. 5.
She didn't go back inside. She didn't call anyone. She didn't scream. Some instincts don't ask permission. She ran. 6. Angelina didn't stop until she reached the street. Neon lights. Traffic noise. People passing too close without noticing her. Reality pressed in hard and fast. But even there, she felt it. A faint warmth in her feet, as if the floor had marked her.
7. She stayed at a hotel that night.
3rd floor. Concrete foundation. She demanded a room with no carpeting. She stood barefoot on the bathroom tile for a long time before sleeping. It stayed cold. She slept anyway.
8.
She dreamed of lying face down, not on a bed, on something soft, something breathing slowly beneath her. She woke up screaming.
9.
In the morning, she checked her feet.
No marks. No burns. No bruises.
Just a faint redness along the soles, like pressure that had lasted too long.
10.
Angelina didn't return to the apartment. She hired someone to pack her things. She didn't explain why. The movers reported something strange. The floor in the bedroom felt warm, even in winter. 11. Angelina began researching. Not the building. Not the neighborhood. The ground. She searched old maps, zoning records, construction reports. What had been there before?
12.
The answer unsettled her more than any ghost story. Nothing. No houses. No buildings.
No foundations.
Just land that was never meant to hold weight. 13. She found a medical archive instead. An unindexed report from decades ago. A private clinic that specialized in extreme cosmetic reconstruction. Experimental. Unregulated. Shut down quietly. 14. Patients complained of the same thing. A sensation of wearing the wrong body. Of their skin feeling loose. Of pressure from inside. 15. One patient vanished. Her name matched the whisper perfectly. Same first name. Same cadence. Different life.
16.
Angelina stared at the record, pulse pounding. The patient had suffered a breakdown during recovery. She believed her body wasn't hers anymore. That something underneath was learning her shape. 17. The final note chilled her. Patient attempted to leave her body. Subject claimed the floor felt softer than the bed. 18. Angelina closed the file. Her hands were shaking. That's not me, she whispered. But the warmth in her feet flared briefly. Responsive. 19. That night, in the hotel room, she lay awake listening to the hum of the building. At 2:36 a.m., she heard it again. Breathing. Not beneath her bed. From inside the floor.
20.
The voice returned. Calmer now. Closer. You always come back, it said. Your body remembers how to rest. 21. Angelina swung her legs off the bed. The hotel floor was no longer cold. 22. The tiles beneath her feet softened slightly. Just enough. 23. Angelina realized the truth then. It wasn't tied to the apartment. It was tied to her. She had been worn before, and something beneath the world had been waiting for her to grow back into shape. 24. She stepped away from the bed slowly. The floor followed her movement. Tracking. Matching. Learning. 25. You left me unfinished, the voice whispered. And unfinished things sink. Angelina backed toward the door, heart hammering. This time, the hallway light flickered. Part 3. The body that learned to lie down. Angelina, did not scream this time. Fear had passed that stage. What filled her now was something colder, recognition. 1. She stood barefoot on the hotel bathroom tiles, breathing slowly, deliberately, as the warmth beneath her feet spread like a memory returning to muscle. Not fast, not violent, intimate. The kind of warmth that doesn't rush because it already knows where it belongs.
2.
This isn't happening, she whispered. The floor responded by softening, just slightly, as if reassured by denial.
3.
Angelina lifted one foot. The warmth followed the other.
Perfectly.
Balanced, like something matching her weight distribution. Her stomach twisted. It wasn't guessing anymore. It was remembering.
4.
She stepped backward toward the door. The tiles beneath her heels felt thicker now. Padded, yielding. She felt the faintest resistance, like skin pulling away from skin.
5.
You don't have to run, the voice said. It no longer sounded muffled. It came from everywhere at once. Inside the room, inside the floor, inside her chest. 6. Angelina grabbed the sink and leaned forward, retching. Her reflection stared back at her. Normal, human, except for one detail. Her feet in the mirror looked slightly blurred, like the edges couldn't decide where they ended.
7.
You wore me before, the voice continued calmly. You just didn't stay long enough to notice. Angelina shook her head violently. I don't remember you. A pause. Then something like sadness. Bodies forget, the voice said. Skin remembers.
8.
Images flooded her mind. Not dreams. Not hallucinations. Memories stored somewhere deeper. Lying down on a cold surface. Relief when it softened. The comfort of being held from below instead of above. The safety of not having to stand.
9.
Angelina gasped. No, she whispered. I wouldn't choose that. The warmth surged slightly, not aggressively. Encouraging. You did, the voice replied. When standing hurt too much.
10.
She remembered then. Not clearly, but enough. A time in her life when her body felt wrong. Heavy, unfamiliar, exhausting to carry. A moment where lying down felt like surrender, but also relief. 11. The voice softened further. I learned your shape, it said. You learned my patience.
12.
Angelina felt pressure along her calves now. Not gripping, supporting. Her knees trembled as if the floor was inviting them to bend.
To rest.
13. She forced herself upright. No, she said through clenched teeth. You're not wearing me again. The warmth paused. Uncertain. That hesitation saved her. 14. Angelina stepped into the hallway. Cold concrete.
Hard.
The warmth snapped back like a receding tide. The hotel room door slammed shut behind her. 15. She didn't stop moving. She took the stairs. Not the elevator. Concrete on every level.
No carpets. No racks. No softness.
16. Outside, on the street, she pressed her bare feet against the asphalt. Rough. Unforgiving. Real. She breathed until the shaking stopped. 17. Angelina realized the rule then. The thing beneath the floor could not rise. It could not stand. It could only exist where bodies gave in, where weight lingered, where people lay down long enough to be learned. 18. It wasn't hunting her. It was waiting for her to stop resisting gravity. 19. That night, Angelina did not sleep. She sat upright in a chair by the window, feet planted on cold tile, back straight, muscles screaming. She welcomed the pain. Pain meant separation.
20.
At 2:36 a.m., she felt the warmth again.
Faint. Testing.
She didn't move, didn't lie down, didn't give it shape. 21. The warmth faded. Reluctantly. 22. The voice whispered one last thing before retreating. You can stand forever, it said. But everyone lies down eventually. 23. Angelina stared out at the city lights. Jaw set. Eyes burning. Not on you, she whispered. 24. She understood now. This wasn't about escape. It was about refusal. refusing comfort, refusing rest, refusing to be worn. 25. But her legs were already shaking, and gravity was patient. Final part. Everyone lies down. Angelina stood for 3 days. That was the longest she had ever stood still in her life.
1.
She slept in fragments, leaning against walls, sitting on hard chairs with her feet planted firmly on concrete or tile. When her body failed, she caught herself before gravity could finish the job. She learned pain had layers: muscle pain, joint pain, bone-deep exhaustion, and beneath all of it, temptation.
2.
The warmth returned every night, never forceful, never demanding, just present, waiting beneath her soles like a memory that refused to fade. "You don't have to suffer," the voice whispered once, almost kindly. "I can hold you." Angelina clenched her jaw and said nothing.
3.
On the 4th night, her knees buckled, not from fear, from biology. She caught herself on the bed frame, breath ragged, vision darkening. The floor surged upward instinctively, softening, welcoming, ready.
She felt it then. Hands.
Not grabbing, positioning.
4.
Angelina screamed and dragged herself onto the bed. The mattress felt wrong, too forgiving, too close to the floor. She rolled off and crawled instead, nails scraping tile, until she reached the bathroom and locked herself inside. Cold porcelain, cold walls,
Cold certainty. 5.
She sat upright in the empty bathtub, not lying, not resting, just sitting. The voice did not speak. The warmth did not rise. The floor beneath the tub remained solid.
6.
Angelina laughed weakly. "That's it," she whispered. "You can't touch me if I don't lie down." Silence.
Long.
Thoughtful. 7. Then the voice returned, not beneath her, inside her. "You already are," it said.
8.
Angelina's body trembled violently. Her muscles relaxed against her will. Her spine curved. Her head tilted back. Her breathing slowed. She fought it, but her body remembered something older than fear: relief.
9.
The tub grew warm, not hot, comfortable. The porcelain softened imperceptibly beneath her weight. The voice sighed. "There you are."
10.
Angelina made her final decision. She stood. Every muscle screamed.
She stood anyway.
Water sloshed out of the tub, cold against her skin. The warmth recoiled instantly. 11. "You'll break yourself," the voice warned. Angelina leaned against the wall, shaking violently. "Better broken than worn," she said.
12.
She smashed the mirror. Glass shattered across the floor.
Cold. Sharp.
Unforgiving. She stepped onto it deliberately. Pain flared. The floor beneath recoiled. 13. Angelina stayed there until morning, bleeding,
Standing.
awake. 14. When dawn came, the warmth was gone, not retreated,
Gone. The floor was dead. Cold.
inert. 15. Angelina collapsed onto the tile at last. She lay there trembling, tears streaming, body finally giving in. Nothing happened.
No softening.
No hands. No voice.
16.
She had outlasted it. Not by running. Not by destroying it. But by refusing the one thing it needed most. Her surrender. 17. Angelina moved to a place where floors were rough and uneven. Concrete.
Stone.
Earth. She slept on hard surfaces. She never lay down without choosing it. 18. Years later, she sometimes felt it, a phantom warmth under her feet when she was tired enough to forget herself. She never forgot for long. 19. Because she understood the truth now. The thing beneath the floor never hunted people. It waited for the moment they decided rest was worth being worn.
20.
And Angelina Jolie? She learned to stand longer than most. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.